What up, though? What's good, YouTube? We back with another one real quick, man. So the last time I had talked to you guys, I was actually on my way to an open house to a new job that I had just accepted. It was good. So I'm gonna just start from the beginning. I don't want to take up too much time, because pretty much the open house itself was pretty straightforward. Nothing too out of the ordinary. It was honestly just more like a meet and greet, and like a tour of the whole, space that we're supposed to be, working at. So, leaving off from where I ended the last video. So already the open house is in like an area that I already kind of like. It's in Marina Del Rey. I actually plan on like moving more towards the west. Right now I'm DTLA. For those of you who don't know, that's downtown LA. But I'm actually kind of already like looking at areas to move over there. They say it's a little bit pricey, but God got me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can think it, it can happen. So we just gonna keep that seed in our brain, right? The drive itself was about 30 minutes. I'm gonna just say 30 minutes. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't typical LA traffic that I probably have to actually get back used to, because LA traffic is when everyone's trying to get to work. So between like maybe 7 to 9, traffic is like the worst AM, and after work from like 4 to like 6, traffic is the heaviest. It didn't start until like 4. So yeah, hopefully I'm hoping that I can experience the amount of traffic that I was experiencing on my way to the open house whenever I'm getting off work and going back home. But we'll see how that goes. If not, I got a whole plan on how I'm gonna just like probably have to ride public transportation out there and get it out the way. Which leads me to my next point, was parking. So already in LA, parking is tough, but when I got there, it was parking on the street. But they did inform me that my job actually will reimburse you if you park in you can either pay per paycheck to park in the garage that they have that's attached to the building, or if you do find a spot on the street, they'll give you money for that. I think it's like $60 or something. So that's not too bad. So there are, I guess, ways around it. They'll make sure you straight, because if you park somewhere where your car can possibly get a ticket, I guess that $60 is supposed to cover that ticket. So I'm assuming that's how that works, right? So I get there and it's already kind of like in like an apartment complex-ish, or maybe it's just like a rented out space. I'm not sure, but when I got there, the complex was nice. Got there and seen some guy standing outside the gate. We introduced ourselves. Seems like a pretty cool guy. He said he's been at the company for less than a year so he's been around. I noticed that they have this key that we can use to enter into the gates to get to our office space. So I'll be actually I'll be important enough to carry one of those keys, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty dope. So I got to the spot after I had introduced myself to I guess he's my coworker or whatever, and I get there, there's like a pool over here, some barbecue area, there's a jacuzzi, there's like ping pong, there's like a whole bunch of other amenities. And I'm thinking like that's for the residents, because I'm thinking again, this is like your regular apartment complex. But the guy actually who I was walking in the doors with actually informed me like this is all ours, like we can use this whenever, and we don't even have to be at work to use it. Like we can come in our free time, on the weekends, things like that. So I'm like, oh, this say less. They got a jacuzzi. That's all I heard. I'm like, they really don't. That's how they get you. They really don't want you to leave. Pretty soon they might introduce like, hey, and by the way, you get a discounted offer if you stay at this apartment complex. You'll it'll be a couple of doors down from the office, but you know, it's a discounted rate. And I don't know, I probably would take it low key. Like I probably, because I already do want to live out there, so. But no, they didn't introduce that yet. But a lot of like Google, if you work at those big tech companies, they definitely will incentivize something like that. So I don't think I will necessarily want to be that close to work, but you know, if it works for you, it works for you, but not for me. So I'm straight on that. So yeah, we get to the door, and again, you need another key. So we open up the door, and the office space was pretty decent. I'm sorry, I just like blanked out or whatever. The office space was pretty decent. It was pretty big actually, you know, like pretty big. It had a downstairs and an upstairs. When it first caught my attention was, okay, so I walk in the door, and immediately to my left, I walk in the doors, what caught my attention, they have like a chill area with like a TV. And then they have like somewhere where it looks like someone would be sitting as like a administrative receptionist type of person, front desk when you first walk in the doors. And behind that desk, there are like monitors, not necessarily computers, because they told us that we get our own computers once we go out to train in Austin, Texas. I'll get to that in a minute. So they have these monitors, and then way in the back, I see like the group of people that I'll be working with in this office. So it was actually a diverse group of people. You had black, you had white, maybe, I think, was there Asian? I don't know. Black, white, Mexican. I'm not sure if we have Asian yet, or, you know. They also said that wasn't everybody, and it was about like 20 people there, maybe 15. Let's say 15. It was probably about 15 to 20 people there. So they said that wasn't everybody. So they're still recruiting, which is crazy, because I mean, like, yeah. So, and then the upstairs, it had like more monitors, but I think that upstairs was like a different unit, a different, what do I want to say? Just a different part of the company where like the advertisement or marketing people are working. So they were upstairs, the salespeople were downstairs. Yeah, right off rip, you know, I started introducing myself to people, just like getting everyone's name. Everyone's asking, oh yeah, so what you do before this, and da da da, and this and that. And everyone has like different stories. Everyone came from like either similar backgrounds of tech or different backgrounds in general. Yeah, so they also had like a cooler with like beer, which was kind of crazy to me, because I don't know if I'd be drinking on the job like that. I'm trying to stay focused. But they got like tap beer that you can just like, you know, pour out of the machine, and it just pours beer, tap beer, coffee. They had water. They had, you know, a snack area. You know, it was like all the amenities of a cool office space. It was pretty much there. Like I never worked in like one corporate America like this before, but a dope office space like this, it was nice. So it kind of made me feel better about the job not being remote, which is really kind of what I wanted. But it was decent. You know, they even said like, hey, if I get in good, even, you know, maybe a little minute, some months down the line, maybe I can start bringing Ash with me, the dog, you know, my dog, to the office. So, you know, I don't have to worry about that as much. But right now it's just about focusing on, you know, getting good at the job, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, it lasted about an hour and a half, maybe, you know, hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, I mean, and first week of January, man, they just said, you know, get ready for training. You know, they said that the training is going to be pretty much all day. I don't really know what to expect. I mean, it's a week worth of training. And they say, you know, Monday through Friday, you just should be like really, you know, studying up on whatever it is that they're training us up on. So Okay, I'm up for the task. They are paying for like our flights, they're paying for our hotel, they're paying for our transportation. So we each, like 15, spread across the room, like 15, 20 people, we each get like our own hotel, flight, and transportation, which is dope. I guess the only thing we gotta worry about is food and probably gas. So I'm excited, man. This is like my first step into corporate America. I'm not personally a worker bee. I'm using this space, this new tech space, to pretty much leverage what I ultimately want to do. And that's what I would like recommend for anybody who's like working a job, like, is to free yourself from corporate America. But that's another topic. But yeah, man, I'm super excited, bro. It's been a long time coming. I told my friends, they're like, man, I mean, great for you, because like we've seen you kind of struggle a little bit, you know what I mean? Like we've seen you like kind of down bad. And it was funny because I'm thinking like I'm doing a good job at not showing my cards, but some of my friends can be able to tell, like, that you might not be in the best space, and that's okay. They weren't doing that to judge me. They were just saying that to like, I noticed a shift in your demeanor, and I've noticed a shift in you. So what is that about? And finances, man, is one of the main causes of people's stress. It's hard. If you don't have it and the rest of your friends do, you can't do certain things that they're doing. You kind of gotta like lay low, or just like, make up some excuse, like I can't go, I gotta dog sit, whatever the case may be, or whatever. I'm too busy doing Uber Eats while you guys are out having fun, or whatever the case may be, really grinding for real. But yeah, no more, man. So I'm excited. I'm super excited. Let this be a video for you all out there. I'm at 12:45. Let this be just a step in the right direction for you if you're thinking about getting a tech space. I'm gonna be actually doing a lot of update videos on my journey as we go along, so I guess you guys can see how everything unravels. Yeah, I think I'll also be taking you guys with me when I do finally go out to Austin, Texas for the training. Probably, show you guys like what's what's happening, as far as everything goes, as far as the training goes, as far as who I'll be working with, probably do a quick little Austin, Texas vlog type of thing. Who knows, so I'm excited, man. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe on the video. Stay tuned for more. We out.